What's up, Mama Mike here. Got a question from a viewer who writes, I don't know how to make peace with the fact that I'm not the person I want to be, and it might take years and years to become it. Please help. So you have a lot of limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So you can't try to accept who you are coming from a critical place of there's something wrong with me. So that's the first belief you have to look at, is why you have this idea that this is wrong, I shouldn't be where I'm at, and I should be somebody else, and I'm not worthy unless I am a certain way. Right? So there are all these sort of self-rejecting, self-hate ways of thinking that you probably had for many, many years. And so you have to learn how to deprogram that. And for starters, you have to have unconditional love for yourself. If you have unconditional love for yourself, that is the quickest way for you to accept where you are. Because you're not coming from a perspective of, I'm trying to accept something that's wrong with me. It's recognizing that I'm not wrong for being this way. Right? So wherever you are in your journey, whatever experiences that you had, not only is it valid, but it is a necessary process for becoming more of who you are. So you cannot become what you want to be without experiencing the contrasting side of it. So I encourage you to check out my other videos, the one about contrast and the other one about self-love. There's probably other ones, but those are the two off the top of my head that I can think of. So the whole idea is you have to work on your self-worth, right? Because it's the fact that you don't feel worthy, and you feel like you shouldn't be, and maybe you shouldn't exist, or you need to do something to deserve to exist. And these might come from childhood wounds or beliefs that your parents or your society or whatever has instilled in you, that you need to be a certain way to be approved of. So check out my other video about needing approval. That's another piece. They're all sort of connected. But the bottom line is, if you can't see yourself from a place of unconditional love, then you're merely just accepting, how do I accept what I don't love? Well, you can't, right? So you either have to learn how to love yourself, or you're stuck. You're in this resistance stage where I don't love myself and I can't accept myself because I don't love myself. Right? So what I suggest is that you stop punishing yourself. And I know if you have this habit and you have these beliefs for a long time, it's going to be challenging. So the translation to your question really is I don't know how to love myself because I don't believe I'm lovable, and it might take years and years to love myself. That's really what your question ends up translating as, right? And so the only way to make peace is by loving yourself. And you don't need a reason to love yourself. You just have to decide to love yourself. And I know that seems a little overly simplified, but really that's all there is. If you need a reason to love yourself, then you're still playing that game of, I gotta do certain things, or I gotta achieve certain things, or I gotta look a certain way, or I have to do certain things to gain approval in order to be loved. And the bottom line is, you simply have to love yourself because that's all there is. That's what unconditional love is, right? Without conditions. And as long as you place conditions on the love you give yourself, or conditions on why you deserve love from other people or from the universe or whatever, you're still playing that limited game. And really, it doesn't take years and years. You can do that now. You can do that tomorrow. You can do that right now. You just have to decide. So this idea that it takes years and years is just a resistance that you created over years and years. And so you feel like, well, it takes years and years for me to create this belief, so it should take me years and years to change that belief. And it doesn't take that long. You can check out my other video also, how to change a belief. Alright, so hopefully that helps. You can leave some comments if you found it helpful. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.